Let me introduce myself. I'm Perez, I work for Orano, and I'm with Vincent Philippine.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vincent Philippine. I'm a senior partner at Axionable that will introduce a few months just after.
So, first of all, to describe I4.0 Innovation program, we build around 5 pillars. So, augmented operator, connected plant and mining, digital engineering, connected logistics and transport, and proactive waste management and advanced dismantling. For that, we have a partnership with 12 startups and 10 million grants from the government to that. So here, we are talking about connecting plant and mining with one of our partners, who is Axionable.
Maybe a few words about Actionable before deep diving within the use case. So Actionable basically is a consulting boutique dedicating on accelerating the sustainable transformation of our clients thanks to technology and especially data and AI. Our clients being large corps like Orano or public bodies. And we are mainly focusing on activities on climate change with the two usual complementary approaches. The first one is dedicated on mitigation, on the way companies should reduce their environmental and carbon footprint. And the second approach is linked to adaptation and the way companies should adapt their business model, their activities to coming climate changes. So this is what we're going to talk today, the adaptation part of climate change. Okay, so thanks to our collaboration with Orano and the UDD at Orano program that Pacom just introduced a few words just before, we are working with a plant, with a site at Orano, which is the Tricastin conversion, uranium conversion and enrichment platform. And we are trying to predict with them the impact of climate change, especially the heat waves, on the production capacity of the plant. Why this use case is critical for the site? It's because, one, the average maximum temperatures has increased of 0.8 degrees over the past 20 years. And two, according to climate projection, these average maximum temperatures could increase of plus 2 degrees by 2070. And this is a major issue for the site because they have critical processes, especially linked to the uranium enrichment program, that are very sensitive to heat waves. And so when they face intense heat wave, like in 2019, they experience production losses and difficulties to product their processes. And so the detailed use cases we are working on with the Tricastin site is to be able to anticipate the impact of heat waves on the plant annual production capacity between now and 2050, so that the operational teams of the site can adapt and can adjust their sizing, especially their cool units sizing. So basically, this is a very high-level and simplified overview of the scientific modeling that we are building with Orano, but the goal is to merge climate data coming from usual climate data sources like the DRIAS in France or the Copernicus program in Europe, and to merge this climate data with operational production-based data to be able, one, to understand the correlation between the two, to what extent heat waves impact the day-to-day or the daily basis production capacity of the plant, and two, to be able to predict what could be the impact in the coming years. And doing so, they will be able to have more data-driven insights to be able to build their investment plan, especially based on cool units, to be able to ensure real-time and seamless production capacity. And for doing so, we are using two RCP scenarios from the GIEC, the 4.5 and the 8.5 scenarios, to be able to understand what could be the highest risk for the site and what could be, what we can say, the nominal or the base case risks in terms of intensity and frequency of heat waves. Of course, this kind of project is quite innovative, so it comes with its challenges and key success factors. The first one, which is quite classical when you deal with data and AI projects, is related to the necessity to have a clear and up-to-date business case to ensure that there is a ROI for the site to deal with this kind of project and to justify the potential investments linked to this project. Two, of course, we are not R&D lab. We are a consulting company, so we are business focused. We try to give insights and to give solutions to our clients to be more data-driven for the decisions. And so we need to ensure that the business team, the operational teams on the site are 100% aligned and endorse the use case, and that it will be useful for their day-to-day operations and their day-to-day investment plans. Two, of course, there are uncertainties that are linked to the nature of the project, to the nature of climate projections, and so we have to deal with these kind of uncertainties. And we see that in the historical data from 2000 to 2019, for example, that climate changes have already been impacted the data. So we have to deal with this kind of uncertainty. And three, of course, again, as we try to have a very operational and business-driven approach, we need data. And we need data from Orano and from the sites. And so it could be difficult sometimes to access to the data, to have the data at the good level of quality, of granularity, of freshness, and so on. And so we need to adapt every day, every time, the use case based on the nature and the reality of the data to be able to, again, have something really concrete and really real life for our clients. And so, yeah, we have to align the use case on the reality of the data. And after the introduction of PACOM, of course, for us, Axionable, the cooperation with Orano and the UDD at Orano program is a great opportunity for us to, one, get a real-life use case based on a real-life plant in Tricastin to be able to increase our expertise on the adaptation plan for industrial clients. So this is great. Two, it gives us real opportunities to develop our footprint within Orano. We have no discussions with other sites, other business units that have their own adaptation issues. And three, it's an opportunity for us also to accelerate our development in other industrial or sectors, activity sectors. And we have two main focus today. One is dedicated on the industrial sector with clients from the other clients from the nuclear industry, clients from the utilities, the construction and infrastructure sector, and so on. And of course, our main opportunity is also linked to the financial services and especially insurers that have very huge issues and problems linked to the climate change regarding their wallets, regarding their risks, regarding their the way they deal with their clients.
To conclude, we can say that UDD program and Orano acts like an accelerator for deep tech startups who work for climate change, and we do that. We build strong partnership with startups to grow both of us.
Thank you.